my name is Tara, and today I'm going to show you how to cook or how to prep chicken tacos for the freezer. Now this is a crock pot meal, and I'll be providing tips along the way. The first thing you want to do is prep all of the materials that are going to go in. So you need your recipe handy, and I've already chopped all my vegetables, I've measured out my seasonings, and I have put my recipe on my Ziploc bag. I also like to put the date and then a little reminder of what time it will cook. So for chicken tacos, it's low for 4 to 6 hours in the crock pot. The first thing I do is I open my Ziploc bag and get it ready. If you take your fingers and open them like this and put them inside the bag, it makes it easier to pour things and the bag will stay open for you. See? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my seasonings in there. And there's a reason for that. When you put the seasonings on the bottom and you freeze it, then when you turn it upside down to pour it all out, the seasonings are on the top. So we have ancho chili pepper. This is 1 teaspoon, and actually the recipe calls for crushed red pepper, but I prefer the ancho chili, so you can use either or. I'll put that in my bag. It also calls for 2 teaspoons of cumin, so I have organic cumin here. And chili powder, and we have 2 tablespoons. Okay. Next, you want to put your liquids. The liquids will mix with the seasonings and get it to stick at the bottom of the bag. So I have 1 cup of chicken broth that's 33% less sodium. You can also buy organic or whatever you prefer. I'm going to pour that in the bottom of my bag. And try to get it so that there's no creases in there, because when you freeze it, you want to be able to get it out of there. Next, I'm going to put my chicken. I have 1 pound of chicken. You can use chicken breasts, or I used cut up chicken, so I have chicken tenders here, and there's a little bit over 1 pound. And then you want to top it with your vegetables. So I have 1 can of mild green chilies, and this is ½ cup. And then I have a ½ cup of sliced onions, and this is a yellow onion. Okay. Now that it's all in there, I'm going to shake it up a little bit so that the air comes out. And then I'm going to zip it. Now when you go to store this in the freezer, the first thing that people want to do is lay it on its side. But I recommend that you leave it sitting up like this if possible, if you have enough room. And the reason for that is you're not going to thaw it out when you put it in your crock pot, and most crock pots won't be big enough to fit this large square into it. So if you leave it at the bottom like this, you have a nice big chunk that fits nicely into the crock pot. The other tip I have is that you want to make sure that it's on a flat surface, because if you put it like on a cookie sheet or something, if you put it in the freezer and it has those little bars, then you'll have grids and you'll lose some of your liquid and your seasonings at the bottom. Also, when I pull it out to use it, I like to set it in a little bit of warm water so that it loosens up the liquid on the bottom, and it's easier to then dump it upside down. Otherwise, you can just cut the bag open and throw it in there. And then just follow the recipe. Like I said, this one's low 4 to 6 hours. If you have any questions, just post below. Thank you.